So I did want to make this most likely last video from Taiwan. I'll be leaving fairly soon. I've been here since October 2019, so it's been maybe 18, 19 months. It's been a very interesting experience. I started doing some different styles of writing that I stopped doing after graduate school. I've gone back to writing some poetry and plays and screenplays and essays. And as I think of it, I'm not really sure why it is that I stopped writing these things after graduate school. I guess maybe because I was just trying to focus upon fiction. It's so hard to get anything published, and I wanted to make sure that over time something would eventually get published. And it kind of worked out. I mean, after graduate school, I was still writing a novel, but then I stopped doing that, and I went back to short stories, and I got a few of those published, and then I did novelettes, and I got a few of those published, and then novellas, and now a novel that comes out soon. And so I guess now after the novel, I'm going back to writing things that I was writing before. And so it's like poetry and plays, screenplays, and essays. And one thing about living in Taiwan for a short amount of time, unlike Korea, I actually didn't write anything from 31 to about 33. I didn't write anything in Korea for the first 2 years. I was just kind of experiencing the culture there, experiencing being an expat in a foreign country, which is my first time to do that, living and working there, which is of course different from just being a tourist and different from just studying abroad or something. I mean, you're really deep in the culture when you're actually living and working there for an extended period of time. And so, unlike that experience in Taiwan, I've only been here for, again, like 18, 19 months. And I don't really feel like I feel like I know hardly anything, honestly, about Taiwan. 二、三、四、五、六、
很好，
七、八、九、
很好。
Sure. And so for the people, the culture, of course, since COVID started, like January 2020, it limited a lot of what I planned on doing. And so what I understand about the country itself is very, very, very limited. But being able to write instead of stories, which requires a lot more nuance to them, being able to write a poem is just a lot easier, to be honest. You know, every day, for instance, I used to pass an old fort that was on the train, taking the train to work. I would pass an old fort which is covered by trees. It's mostly hidden, and to be honest, I would think that's why it's still used. But again, just that seeing that every day can become a poem, and it actually did become a poem. And also for essays, just, you know, analysis that I have of living here, the things that I did do, like going to work, and just different experiences I had going around Taipei, can become an essay. And again, since it's not extremely nuanced about the culture, it's more, I guess, my perspective of what's going on, my own experiences. And so this allows me to do something in a way that would be much more difficult if it was going to be like a short story. Same thing with screenplays. Screenplays are really cool because when I was part of the web series that I did here for like 3 months, For the Guy's Open Eyes, for instance, if I see someone outside burning yellow papers, if it's a story, you know, I would probably try to figure out what's going on here and why they burn it, what it means, things like this. But as a scene in a kind of a short web series, webisode, it's just a moving shot of the character of the actor walking past someone burning yellow papers, and you know, we're good. That's all I have to write. A moving shot of camera past a person burning yellow papers, and we're done. So it's so much easier to do a screenplay when you don't have to know what's going on with the temples, the dragons on top, the statues outside of it. These things don't have to be known. They can just all be shown right on the screen, and let the audience just kind of experience it visually instead of you having to write down details of what's going on when you really don't know, which you really should try to avoid when you writing things you don't know anything about. So yeah, it's been a very interesting experience. I'll be leaving here pretty soon. I'll make a new video from the next place I end up at in probably 4 weeks, and I'm very excited. And so this is more or less for now, my adventure here in Taiwan coming to a close. Maybe I'll be here again one day, maybe I won't. So it's been cool. Thanks. Goodbye.